It was a strong finish for Korean films at 2017's end-of-year box office. The top 3 films on the last weekend of the year are all South Korean and all are doing well. Most prominently, webtoon adaptation Along with the Gods, The Two Worlds almost equalled its opening weekend box office of $20.9 million US, with an equally impressive second weekend of $19.1 million. This brings the fantasy film about a man who experiences the trials of the afterlife with the help of 3 guardians to a staggering cumulative total of $63.9 million US. That also makes Along with the Gods, The Two Worlds the second most successful Korean film of 2017 after A Taxi Driver, which reached a total of $89.7 million. For your info, while we're talking about the most popular Korean films of 2017, the third most popular Korean movie last year was Confidential Assignment. This espionage thriller fell just short of the amount scored by the first instalment of Along with the Gods. Confidential Assignment had a cumulative total of $59.6 million after its release last January. But looking forward to this January, add the anticipated huge audiences for the January 1 holiday, and Along with the Gods, The Two Worlds is set to become one of the most successful South Korean films ever. And of course, then there's the sequel due out in July. In second place this past weekend at the Korean box office is the political thriller 1987 When the Day Comes. Portraying real events triggered by the capture of a democracy activist in the dying days of South Korea's dictatorship, 1987 When the Day Comes took in $10.5 million on its opening weekend. Combined with early preview screenings last week, it now has a cumulative tally of $14.2 million. In third place at the Korean box office this week is the former #1 hit Steel Rain. A fictionalised political thriller about the after effect of a coup in North Korea, Steel Rain is still drawing respectable audiences, scoring $2.2 million in 2017's final frame and taking its tally up to almost $30 million US. It was also, incidentally, the 13th most popular film in South Korea in 2017. At number 4, Hugh Jackman made another million this week with The Greatest Showman, outpacing the latest Japanese Pokemon movie, Pocket Monsters I Love You, which sits in the 5th position with a cumulative tally of $2.9 million. Meanwhile, further down the scale, Korean anime Pororo Dinosaur Island Adventure hangs on in the 8th spot, pulling in a few more fans of the Korean Penguin and reaching a cumulative tally of $5.4 million US. So that's it for this week. Subscribe to this channel now to make sure you get What Do You Think's South Korean box office delivered to you every week.